Welcome to the K. Willis Positive Vibes Podcast. K. Willis Positive Vibes Talk Show on 1580thepraise.com. A Go Chip communication station. And this is part 2. If you guys missed part 1, I upload all of my interviews on my YouTube channel. It's K. Willis Positive Vibes Podcast on YouTube, so you can always go in, listen to it, and come on now, sometimes you need to listen to it again. Part 1 was so good, you go ahead and put that on replay. So we're going to go ahead in part 2, but let me introduce my amazing guest, Dr. Kimberly Kelley. So it's my pleasure. Yes,
Woo-hoo.
it's my pleasure to introduce you to an amazing woman who is here today to help empower. And she did that on the last part 1, enlighten and inspire you to claim your ultimate healing, happiness, and power on this incredible adventure we call life. Her own big adventure began in year 2000 when she realized that the life she'd worked so hard to achieve was filled with material things and very little substance. She was a successful physician in a small Midwestern town with all the trappings of happiness, but deep inside, she felt miserable, burnt out, and empty inside. She embarked on a quest to reimagine her future, rebuild her mojo, and rebalance her life and happiness. And just, take a look at her now. So we're going to go ahead and go on to part 2 and take a look at her now. We talked about mindfulness on part 1, and you guys can get 5 minutes. Just take 5 minutes, turn that phone off. Get rid of the distractions. Get rid of the, television, the tele-lies, whatever you want to call it. Spend some time with yourself. We all got to go to the bathroom, right? So Dr. Kelley said, go to the bathroom, maybe stay a little bit longer. But spend that mindfulness time with yourself. And that little Midwestern town, you guys, in Ohio is Springfield. Come on, shout out to Springfield. Shout
out to Springfield.
Yes. We have amazing people once again. Dr. Kelley's from Springfield. Her amazing niece, Charmaine's from Springfield. John Legend's from Springfield. We have some amazing people out of Springfield. And back to that, on a break, Dr. Kelley and I, we talked about Central State University. I am an alumni. She said Central State changed her life.
Yes.
I met her amazing niece at Central State University. I was her RA. So, Central State, shout out to the HBCUs. Shout out to the Marauders, for God, for Central, for State.
Yes.
But you said Central State helped change your life.
Yes.
I know it changed mine. So let's go ahead and get into that.
For God, for Central,
for Central, for State.
Yes.
I'm so glad I went to CSU.
Oh, yeah. I originally, after when I got out of high school, I knew that I wanted to be a physician. I knew I wanted to help people. So I thought, okay, let's go to the best university in Ohio. And to me, that was the Ohio State University. And oh, my goodness, I was there for 2 years. Oh man, they turned me around.
Oh wow!
And so I had a choice of either changing my major or changing the school. Well, I had a real commitment in my heart to be a physician to help others, and so I changed my school and I transferred to Central State University. And once I transferred there, it was like night and day.
Wow!
I never looked back. I got so much support. I was able to do research. The professors took me under the wing, guided me, told me everything I needed to do to get to medical school. So Central State made all the difference. And I had friends who were smarter than I was, better than I was, got better scores on the chemistry and biology tests, but they stayed there and they never made it. They never realized their dream. So if it hadn't been for the Central State University, I would not be where I am today. So kudos to the HBCUs. We need to support them through and through, all day, every day, because they make a difference. They really do.
Absolutely, I agree. Yeah, so shout out to all the HBCUs and the Central State University right here in Wilberforce, Xenia, Ohio, near Xenia, Wilberforce, Ohio. So you guys want to go ahead and check out Central State. Actually, yesterday was the Giving Tuesday. And they sent me a text, and I had to give to my alma mater to help people like you and like me who had visions. And there are some
Yeah.
students out there that, they need scholarship money so they can stay in school so that they can be the amazing people and, go out there
Yeah.
and help the world like what you're doing.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
yes, give back. And I'm actually a lifetime member as well. They have an amazing
Awesome.
program with the lifetime member. Just one time $500 payment, and you just keep up with your local dues. And then my kids can go. I have no kids as of today, but when God put that in my, life, that will happen. But my kids can go to school. I can go back to school. My future husband can go to school as well. So shout out to Central State University for allowing us to continue that education and be the best that we can be.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yes. And I mentioned towards the end of part 1 that Dr. Kelley, she served in the military. So I wanted to thank you in the beginning of this one for your service.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your support. It was a pleasure to serve. It was an honor and a privilege.
And you know what? Let's go ahead and talk about that a little too, because you said you did it in your 50s, right?
I did. So when I went to, when I moved to Hawaii, I actually worked at a military facility, serving soldiers, airmen, things like that. But I served in that capacity as a civilian. But then, as I said, as I grew older, I thought, okay, I've done everything in my career that I want to do. Let me serve in a different capacity. Let me do some humanitarian work. Let me just help people around the world. So I signed up when I was in my mid-50s, as a matter of fact, because there's a limit, but anesthesia's in demand, and they had a critical shortage at the time. So anyway, I signed up, and they didn't send me to where I wanted to go. They sent me to Afghanistan. So I was in Afghanistan all of 2020, but it was a great adventure, and I would encourage everybody to join the military. I have my ideas about which branch is better, but I won't go into that. But yeah, no, it was. I learned a lot about myself. I was a combat veteran. I saw a lot of combat, and actually, my son was in the military, and
wow.
I never could really understand him. And he medically retired, and I didn't understand. He wanted to be a minister when he went, and when he came back, he was such a different man, and I wondered what had happened to him in his journey. And by me being deployed out there in a combat zone, I understood. It gave me a keen ability to see and to be able to help him in a different way. There are a lot of, our soldiers and veterans that come back with PTSD and different issues of substance abuse and things like that, and some go on to homelessness. But there's a reason for that, and that's one of the other things that Core Wellness does. We do have a military arm, that helps the military to deal with some of those issues and challenges that they have. And we know that we have a unique way of doing it because we've been there. Both one of the co-founders of Core Wellness Healing, she's also a retired Army veteran. She's here with me now. She's kind of quiet, but she's here with me now. Those kinds of things that help us to serve and take care of our veterans in another way. So,
well, thank
you. It
you.
was an honor and a privilege. Honor and a privilege to serve.
Oh, thank you guys so much, both of you guys, for your service and your son. That is amazing. So we talked about also on the last part 1 about the 6 pillars. We mentioned mindfulness, but what about yoga? Because you know what, I used to do yoga during the pandemic. My friend, actually in her community, they had like a garden, one of the ladies, and she's teach yoga. So I used to go to the garden. It was so therapeutic and do yoga, but then I started doing it, and then some people were like, well, that's not Christian. I'm like, you know what, how God talked to you? Yeah, they said the different poses and all this stuff, and I'm like, girl, let me go ahead and do my yoga. So let's go ahead and talk about that.
Yeah, so yoga is bringing together the mind, the body, and the spirit, and really, and it depends. You said your friend said that that's not Christian.
Yes.
It may not. I'm not going to say whether it's Christian or not Christian, but what it is a way that you can have flexibility, a way that you can have movement, so that you can have better health. yoga is amazing. I don't know if there's different types of yoga. There's hot yoga, yoga where it's yoga flow, Vinyasana, and things like that. So there's different types of yoga. So I'm not sure which form of yoga that you participated in. But at any rate, I think it's all very, very good.
I agree.
And you can take anything and it not be of God, but it's the way that you connect in a deeper way. And so I think that's the thing that you have to always consider as well. So.
Absolutely, because I mean, Jim Jones, he said he was with God, and you see what he had people do. So that's why, yeah, and that's why you have to have your own mind, and
That's right.
and
That's
continue.
right.
I was continuing to do it, girl. And if the
There you
delay
go.
starts the class, I will go back. Like, girl, bye. So people just take stuff and they see one thing online and they go with it. No, I'm with you.
That's right. Yep.
Now, how can someone start their own wellness journey today? Like,
I would say. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh no, you're right.
I would say their own wellness journey today. Well, obviously, I'm going to say get the book
Come
read
on.
the book and understand the 6 tools. But in general, I'll give you the 6 tools. As I said before in the last session, they are mindfulness, nutrition, movement, massage, acupuncture, yoga, and we've actually added a few more because we now know in our society we have issues with sleep. And then we also have a lot of issues with detox. We are exposed to a tremendous amount of toxins in our environment. I'm not talking about people, that too. I mean, toxins in our environment, the chemical trails, the things that are in our food. Our food isn't quite what it should be. There's a lot of added chemicals and things like that that aren't added in other countries, by the way. Just the PFAs, the plastics and things like that we use, our cookware, all of those things affect our bodies. And so that's why, continue to say we've got to get back to what Mother Nature has given us. The polyester clothes that we wear, no, that's not what our parents grew up on. They had cotton, right?
Right.
Those are the things that they had steel pots. They had iron pots, right? Those are the things. They didn't have the pots with the Teflon and things like that. So those things are actually hormone disruptors. And what they do is the chemicals, the particles that are in those substances, they get into your body, they get into your bloodstream, and they mimic hormones. And so they displace the hormones that normally are there to do the proper functioning of your body. They displace those, and so your body, can't have the correct chemical reactions to do what it's supposed to do. So I would say try to live a clean life, a simple life. Just how about we just go with bottled water? How about we not do bottled water? How about we get clean water, spring water, put it in a metal container, put it in a glass container. Try not to use the plastic containers. And, years ago, I remember when I was I must have been in elementary school, and we had thermos bottles, and they were made of glass. But then maybe 10 years later when I was in middle school, then they started bringing around the plastic. Well, why? So I'm just saying we just need to get back to Mother Nature, get back to what we know, keep life simple, and then just be a little bit more aware and question. I mean, just because somebody says something on the Internet, do your research. Is this true? Is this right?
Yes.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but do your research. I mean, and ultimately, I can't tell anybody how to eat. I can't say go to a vegetarian diet, but what I can say is the source. What I can say is the source of our nutrition is not what it was not even 10 years ago. It's changed. It's changed. And so, just be aware. Just think about these things. Consider a plant-based diet. Consider the things from Mother Nature. And we had our ancestors, they had meat, they had pork and things like that, and they had chicken, but they didn't have it every day.
Right.
So you don't do it every day. And to manufacture those foods, They put a lot of antibiotics, a lot of chemicals in so that they look better when you buy them on the market. So they look meatier, beefier, larger, those kinds of things. So I would say be aware. If you want to live a good, healthy lifestyle, just go simple. Keep it simple.
I love that. Keep it simple. And then you mentioned something. Yes.
Yep. And my parents. As a matter of fact, my parents. I'm grateful that I still have my parents.
Thank you,
but my
Father.
parents are yes. But my parents are in their 90s, and my mom, they're 94, 95, and my mom cooks for my dad. They don't go out to eat, and rarely. McDonald's was a treat for us when we were children. We didn't get to go to McDonald's maybe once a year, twice a year. Because I think they knew, innately they knew.
Wow.
So, yeah, keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Shout out to your parents. 90, in their 90s. Thank you, Father.
Yes, amen.
Yes.
And there's three things that you have to look at when we talk about our environment. They're the stressors. What stress? There's a kind of stressful life. We have stressful jobs. We may have stressful relationships. Try to manage your stress. Try to eliminate your stress as much as you can. Number two, proper nutrition. Proper nutrition is important. Eating as clean as you can. Hydration is important. Getting the proper source of water. Those are the things that can help. And then just overall detoxing. We don't have to eat. We don't have to eat 3 meals a day. We don't. We don't. That's kind of a marketing scheme. I hate to break it to your viewers, but that's a marketing scheme. We don't need 3 meals a day. We need one good meal a day, and then you need to fast the rest of the time. You can fast with lemon water. This is not medical advice. Let me give that as a disclaimer. But you don't need to eat 3 meals a day. You do not.
Okay, so we still gonna survive, right?
You'll be all right.
You'll be all
You
right.
need to hydrate. You need to hydrate. You'll be just fine. You'll just be just fine. So yeah, and and now there are some experts that even tout 3-4 day fast because your hormones change as you're fasting. And when I said your body can heal itself, that's true. Your body can heal itself if you give it time. Give it time. Your body knows what to do. Like if you get a cut, your body doesn't. You don't have to go down and say, "Okay, I've got a cut on my skin. Okay, little collagen, you need to get together. Little white blood cells, blood, you need to get together." No, the body already innately knows how to heal itself. So when you stop digesting, you give the body time to go to heal the other parts that need to be healed instead of taking time to kind of process the food that you've just eaten. So that's what I mean by you don't really need to fast. And there are different types of fasts, 3-day fast, 4-day fast. But I would do it under the guise of a good physician. Because everybody's different, it depends on what medication you're on and things like that. So you have to be careful. But fasting is the key.
I know
you'll be like, what?
Yes.
I can't eat? No, don't eat. You'll be all right. You'll be good.
You'll be good. Hydrate. But, once you hydrate and drink the water, because a lot of times we think we're hungry, right? But we're actually thirsty.
That's right.
We're not even hungry. We're actually thirsty.
That's right.
So, what you just said makes sense. Hydrate and don't, do as much. And, you want to get fast food, like I said, once a year, maybe. Not all, but it starts somewhere. And everything starts in the mind, as we mentioned in part 1. But if we can even start just taking some, don't go to the fast food as often, just little simple steps. Yeah, simple. Like you said, keep it simple.
Yeah, because if you think about it, you fast anyway. When you go to bed at night, let's say you go to bed at 8 or 9 o'clock at night, you get up, you don't get up till 8 or 9. Well, you've already fasted 12 hours.
Right.
So the break fast is the breakfast.
Breakfast, yes.
But you don't, right, but you can do that until maybe you just have water, not coffee, by the way. Coffee is dehydrating. But maybe some tea until noon. And then now you've already got yourself like a 14, 15-hour fast. And really, that's all you need.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's easy. So I'm thinking, you're thinking, man, I can't eat. No, you've already fasted 12 hours from 8 to 8 in the morning. And then I'm just saying, push it out till noon. Give it another 4 hours. You got 16 hours of fasting. That is amazing what your body can do with that.
Thank you for giving us the homework on it and breaking it down. Because when you look at it, like I said, you already did the 12. Okay, now you just need 4 more. That's it.
Yeah, you good.
Come on, keeping it simple.
You're right.
I love that. Yes. And then during that time, you could spend some time to meditate and, while you're fasting and focus on that. Come on, Dr. Kelley.
Yeah. I mean, hydrate. Get you some lemon water. Get you some cayenne pepper in there. You're fine. You'll be okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Or even a mineral salt. They have mineral salts now, like Celtic salt. That Celtic salt has about like 72 minerals that our body naturally needs. I'm not talking about iodized salt, the table salt. I'm not talking about that, but mineralized salt. You can put some mineralized salts in your water, and so that your electrolytes will be on point, and you'll be good to go for that 14, 16 hours. You'll be great. You'll thank me. You'll be like, dang, that was free advice. That's worth $1 million.
Wow. I'm going to have to get that mineralized salt. Thank you for that.
It's called Celtic salt is one of them. They have a couple different brands. There's Redmond is another brand, but if you look at them, they have like 72 to 75 of the mineral salts that our body actually needs. Magnesium is a big one that we really need. So they have magnesium in there as well.
Okay. I'm over here taking notes and writing this down and
Oh, you know my number. You know how to find me.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes. Okay. So I appreciate that. Also, what advice would you give young adults trying to stay balanced in today's world?
I think it is challenging for our young people to stay balanced in the world that we live in, but that's okay. Be of good cheer. You can do this. I would say, like I said earlier, just try to eliminate some of the distractions, Twitter, Instagram, all of those things. Just do something that's turn off your, that you turn off your automatic pop-ups, things that pop up automatically.
The notifications. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just turn off the notifications. That's a very, very simple thing that you can do. Be selfish, and what I mean by that is be selfish. Take some time for yourself, just 5 minutes. If you can't do 5, ideally you can do 5 because you go to eliminate, 2-3 times a day. So during that time, if you can't find any free time, take that time, okay, and just kind of think and focus about, okay, I'm going to have a great day. I'm going to be powerful. I am great. I am good. And just speak kindness to yourself. Speak loving, good, positive thoughts to yourself. And then, secondly, I would say have a spirit of gratitude. Like I said, there are so many things that we have to be grateful for. We're not, on a war-torn country. Most of us do have a roof over our head. We have good food to eat. We have clothes on our back. Be grateful for those things. Just have a sense of gratitude for the small things and the large things. So that's what I would say to our young people. Give yourself time. Have a little turn off everything, a little blackout spell where you just kind of just chill and turn off all the electronic devices and things like that for just 5 minutes in the morning, and then have a spirit of gratitude for the things that we do have.
I love that. And be grateful, because it doesn't have to be just Thanksgiving to be grateful and thankful. Come on, because some people feel like that's the only time they could text or call. It's the holidays. No. Like I said, be grateful and thankful for the lease that God has us on, because we all on the lease. We just don't know when that lease is going to expire.
Right.
Nothing is promised. So, yes, I love that. Be grateful. Come on. It's somebody else saying it, not just me. So, shout out to Dr. Kelley.
Yep. Grateful and thankful, baby, all day, every day. And and that is what leads to an abundant life. We all want an abundant life, wealth, riches, health. But that's what leads to the abundant life. being grateful and thankful for what you do have.
I love you said turn off the notifications, because once you get on social media, they make it so you go down that rabbit hole. You know, you see one thing, then you're like, "Ooh, what is this?" Then you laughing.
Yeah.
Then you've been on there for about 30 minutes. You're like, "Lord Jesus, now what did I just do?"
Right.
But they
right.
make it
That's right.
appealing. You know, the people, I believe, I mean, I'm not going to say which social media thing, 'cause I don't want to get it wrong. But, you know, they said they don't even let their kids ain't on it. But they want everybody else's kids on it. I mean, they smart. That's how they get their money, but their kids ain't even on it. Because they know how addicted it is.
They know something that you don't.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yep. God's given us everything we need, but we're just so distracted and a little bit confused, I think. But if we just tone it down, turn it off, go back within, you'll be okay. That's the way. And then also, it's very important to surround yourself with positive people. You're a very positive person. I would encourage you to listen to you more, because it's like, you know, like. And so, you know, the more positive you are, the more positive people you have around you, the more positive things that will happen and manifest in your life. So if you have people that aren't positive, you may need to let them go.
Come on now.
You know, you just may have to. You can't help everybody, and I realize that. I tried to help so many people in my lifetime, and you can't help everybody. You can help the ones who want to be helped. Not everybody wants to be helped.
I'm glad you said that, because I listened to Mel Robbins. She has a theory.
Mm-hmm.
It's called "Let Them." I said, "Come on, Mel Robbins."
Oh, baby, let them.
Let them.
Let them. Let them.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great book. That's a great book. Mel's awesome. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she said 2 words, "Let them." And I love that. And I'm like, I was telling somebody actually about that earlier today, because they were saying some stuff about a person. I said, "Let them." I said, "Let me send you this YouTube, Mel Robbins." She was on there. She got me together. I said, "Ooh." And then once you do that, it takes all the pressure off of you. It makes you accept things more. Like, they're going to be grouchy. Let them. You know, because at the end of the day, like you've been saying on part 1 and part 2, at the end of the day, it's about you. You know, like, what are you doing? Like you just said, you can't help everybody. Okay, so let them. That's how they want to go down in life. She says, come from parenting. We want to parent people.
Yes.
And it really doesn't help. Come on. See, but this is how you know when you're connected. When I say Mel Robbins, you know, and you're like, yes, the let them theory, and I love stuff like this. Yes, I love stuff like, you know, everything working together like full circle. Yes. So
like mine.
Yes, great minds. I love this. I love this energy, and I thank you so much. Once again, can we get in contact with you? We need to know about this book, and we need to know about the website.
That's it. The website, www.corewellnesshealing.com. The book is on Amazon. It's actually a bestseller.
Come on, bestseller.
It's an international bestseller. It's called The Road to Mana, Healing and Happiness on the Road to Life. Check us out on our website. As I said, we have a new retreat. We're in Panama right now preparing an amazing event for you all if you decide to come. It's in Panama at the 5-star luxury resort, Westin Playa Bonita in Panama, February 18th through the 22nd. We will learn, we will show you, help you about having clarity. This is the clarity experience. We do an incredible, it's our signature program, actually, where we do something called Write Your Worries in the Sand. And we actually go down to the water, go to the sand, and whatever has been bothering you, you know, we let the waves take it away. We let God help us to heal. Take it away. Wash it away. It's like a baptism in a sense. And so you're refreshed, renewed, and that's what we do. So anyway, that's where you find us. I sure appreciate you, Miss Kay, for having us on. It's been amazing. Let's do it again and again. We got to get you out to one of these retreats.
I need to go.
Continue success and the positive things that you're doing. And Let's go, Marauders.
Yes, let's go, Marauders. And I appreciate you once again. Thank you so much. And like I said, we're going to end it with give it to God. I love that.
Yes.
You can give it to
Yes.
God. Yes. And if you want to be a sponsor on the show, you can always email me at kwillis@positivevibetalkshow@gmail.com. And thank you for tuning in to the K Willis Positive Vibes Talk Show on 1580thepraise.com, a Go Chip communication station. Please like, share, and subscribe to the K Willis Positive Vibes podcast. Thank you for tuning in to the K Willis Positive Vibes podcast. Please order my book, The Principles of Overcoming Life's Obstacles, a 31-day journey to positive living, available on Amazon.com. Until next time, stay positive.